Thermal sound waves.
Thermal sound waves, a natural alternative to fast food radio. We hear C.Truth, Kev Lawrence.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Right now, we have the pleasure of welcoming back to the program.
Yeah, it's been there.
Family, you know what I mean? Somebody that's been with us before, always doing some great things on the nutrition tip, on the business tip, and for the community. You know what I mean?
Hey, he cooks some seasoning.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We have none other than hip-hop chef DR with us on the program. What's going on, bro?
I am truly blessed and thankful for this platform. Appreciate you, brother.
No question. Absolutely. So let everybody know a little bit about some of the things that you got going on, because, I mean, we spoke to you last time. We got into a little bit of your history and things like that and things that you were doing at that time. But circling back and coming back on the show right now, you got a lot of great new treats that you're working on.
Absolutely. All right. So first and foremost, the hip hop chef DR from Harlem, Harlemite, born in Jamaica, Montego Bay, came here as a child. Just long story short, the community activist, politician, Democrat, Republican, all the above. Anything that's righteous, I'm in the way, not out the way. And right now, it's been a good year to the hip hop chef. I've been rewarded and awarded 3 times this year. My 4th ceremony, my 4th award comes from Gracie Mansion for over 15 years of community outside concrete 100 times a year. Besides that, I have now took my music.
Hold on, Dio.
We got to clap.
Hold on, Dio.
Clap it up. Yeah. We had to give you applause for that. You know, you need it.
Okay, so now since 2008, quite a few years before I was one of the curators of the Hip Hop Culture Center, H2C2, I had a record music movement called Circle of Trust. And I had about 17, 18 artists with me, DJs, MCs, beatboxers, all the above. And now transition into positivity. I now have my Circle of Trust music label into my now non-for-profit. So the name of my non-for-profit is Circle of Trust, just like how my music movement is. And that consists of, I have a program that I teach the 5 elements of hip-hop. Not the 4 elements, the 5 elements of hip-hop. Breakdancing, graffiti, DJing, MCing, and all the above. And then we're going to the beatbox. Also, my program, I do the cooking class. So you can be from elementary school to an adult our age, where you can learn how to cook something you never cooked before, or just come in the program and have fun. The 3rd element of my program, I have print and design, where the young people now can now go home to their parents or ask their teacher. They want to be entrepreneurs. I don't want to buy Gucci. I don't want to buy Nike. I want to print my own stuff. So all the students and programs that I'm doing is for those to become entrepreneurs, the entire program. There's 1 million jobs in music. It doesn't have to be the rapper or the singer. Most children only see what they see on social media, but there's 1 million ways for the children to win.
Right.
And I'm in the way of that. Also, I'm offering Medicare, Medicaid in my program, where you can sign up and get that.
Oh, wow.
Also, we have adult daycare center, where we go with the adult daycare and we work them out as far as physical ed, or just a conversation for them to, talk to someone because they're lonely and have no family or friends to tune into. So those are the elements of my non-for-profit program that the government gave me, and I'm executing that now. I also joined Al Sharpton's Action and Action Network. I was going to be the president of the network. So be it. My partner, which is Miss Theodore Grace Crawford, she is the president of Staten Island Action Network. I am the treasurer for his network. So that's another realm that I stepped into as far as communication, connections, and, moving it forward with the community.
Okay, so, Bumpy Johnson. Okay, Bumpy.
Okay.
That's
so
Harlem.
Now,
You're Harlem. Okay.
Bro, and what I say to you, I just mentioned you Staten Island. My office is in the Bronx. I do in the Bronx. So I pull over, I set up, and I feed the people in the Bronx from nourishment to clothing. This is what I do in New York. I am a Harlemite. I represent Harlem 212, not the new Harlem with all the new foolishness. Like in the preschool.
He said 212. That's that 212. Yeah, shout out to 212.
That's because 212 lives by a code. The code went away once the area code left us. We know that from Dinkins' era. So all of those who are from the neighborhood, I appreciate, but nobody's really doing anything. The element with the hip-hop chef, explain. There's no church. There shouldn't be any in nobody's neighborhood. What is it for? It's not for you to pray. It's not for you to be gospel or scriptures. It's for the taking. We all know that every church there is non-for-profit. You can't have a church if it's not non-for-profit. But the churches are charging the community, and they've been charging the community for 100 years. No church in the world needs $1 from anyone. Nobody. You can't go back and ask them for a favor or a loan after you get it.
Now, hold on to y'all. This is Thermal Soundwaves Radio. C.Truth, Kev Lawrence. We're here with the hip hop chef DR. People may look at you or hear you going into certain charts of waters like, oh, you going there. I just had to make sure if you go there, go in.
Oh, absolutely. Kev, there's no holds barred with me. This will be voiced and viewed for everybody to actually hear the opinion of what the chef is going. This will be a podcast soon, no different than what you guys going. I have thousands and thousands of people who follow me and support me. This is signs of the time. I go to the schoolhouses. Outside of the students that are in their school personal, there's nothing for nobody else in the community. The churches are doing the same thing. So all those realms that can support us and make sure we okay are not doing it. So one man out of 1 billion people born, I can't touch the world, but I touch those who deserve. And that's my calling. Won't let up, pay it forward, community first.
Now, when people ask you, like, who is this guy, Chef DR? Is he really from Harlem? Which part of Harlem are you from?
Me in Harlem, first time touching Harlem, 138th Street between 7th and Lenox. I went to St. Mark's Evangelist Catholic School. From there, I migrated to where my grandmother was from, which is 153rd Street in St. Nicholas Place. From that, I moved to 150th, Broadway, and Riverside. All three locations, I wasn't doing so great as far as community. I was part of the problem. I put it down. I did what I did. That respect came. It's absolutely behind me. Today's day is the whole purpose of us winning as one, joining forces, and unite. 900 of us have resources that we can support each other. Our people, Soundwave, Thermal Soundwave, our people are holding the connections as if it's a pair of sneakers or a ticket for a concert.
Now,
why wouldn't we? Nobody's in each other's way for all of us to win as one. We're holding on. I got a connection. I know somebody. What we do, we take it, we post it on social media as if, yeah, I'm doing this and I know this person. It's the weakest link that we've ever created. There's no white folk, no Italian, no Jew, nobody in our way. We're our own people. You have resources, you can spread that to anybody who's beneficial. We choose not to as a whole, as a people. Whoever you know is who you know. I'm not putting you on who I know. It's the biggest shame in the world, and I'm going to create the idea. If I have resources, other people are going to have the same resources.
Thermal Soundwaves, a natural alternative to fast food radio. We hear C.Truth, Kev Lawrence. So how is it, Chef DR? You mentioned, a list of things from education to health services to food services to fitness and the whole 9 yards. How is it that you're able to do these things and the people who are elected into service, into government, who are supposed to be representing the particular districts and areas and boroughs and such, are not doing these things that you're doing?
Well, actually, the Lord, Father God that we serve, Alhamdulillah, 1,000,000% you have two choices in this world. Most choose not to. And my thing is, as far as the government, don't know everybody, it's going to run the way it's run. For us to help change, it won't. We will not. Everything is about capital. And we don't join forces now, 2-3 years from now, we won't be able to join forces at all. No permission, no matter what we do. So the government officials and all the politicians and everybody who's taking those shares, I get it. Everybody wants to retire with their money. For me, it's never been about $1. My slogan is love over money. 15 years, 18 years, 20 years later, still able to create and provide is not normal. I could have been bowed out. I feed people that I'll never see again. You know, the whole idea, I've clothed you, you know, the opportunity. I've took over 50 men or women to a job, a corporate job, and you still have the job. Now you're feeding your family. Most people don't put anybody on, don't bring them on. I am the opposite, the polar opposite of all the above. I'm not a normal chef. My chef code, I have 5 licenses for thermal sound waves for you guys to hear. I have 5 licenses. Most people don't have 1 or 2. To make sure that I'm top of the food chain, I feed the NFL, the NBA, Goldman Sachs, NYU, the New York Stock Exchange, all of the law firms, all of the banks, top of the food chain, top dollar. So I'm able to talk my jazz outside of others just talking junk.
Gotcha.
Make it to where when I speak, it's like E.F. Hutton, because I made it to my platform where it's just not about my own community and my own black folk. Everybody's tuned in. And that's why I pay it forward and move this way in unison. So some who are on this mission who may not do it themselves or may not have the resources to do it can always join the Hip Hop Chef. I have over 60 calls for Thanksgiving, and I told everybody what to do and how to pay it forward. They want to join me, pass out the food, you can do it from your home or your household, whoever you choose. That's your biggest blessing.
And, you know, I've been there to a few of the Buy Black events that you've been doing in the neighborhoods.
Oh, thank you for mentioning that. Yeah.
It's been a great thing seeing people actually come out with massive things to sell and people actually buying. You know, sometimes people say, all right, come out there, you're a vendor or whatever, and then nobody buys. No, people were buying and supporting. And
right.
Shout out to everybody that was out there, and it was just a beautiful thing.
Well, the brothers and sisters of existence through the creation of Buy Black. Me and my partner, Bo D, Flamboyant Entertainment. Every year we set up our food outside. So many people will come by it. I'm the seafood guy, cornbread king. We do what we do. And so many years we did it. Everybody shows up and, you know, patronize and support.
Yes.
One year we stood together and we said, you know what? Let's make this bigger than me and you. So now, put on social media, which is the tool, Staten Island, Long Island, Connecticut, Jersey, Manhattan, Queens, all pulled up to Harlem to be vendors. The blueprint for the Buy Black, which you mentioned, it wasn't about being a vendor. I don't do pop-up shops, and I'll never do a pop-up shop. I'm 100 times bigger than that. That was a Black Uptown Expo, meaning that everybody's invited to sell their merch. Nobody's better than nobody. If you sell 1,000 T-shirts or if you sell one, you can come join us. Every year that I do it, the money, every dime goes towards a cause. Last year we did it shoes for school. Pencils, book bags, notepads, we give that out for the dear life. The kids get nothing from it back. It sounds good, looks good on social media. We don't give the kids no shoes. Well, who does give the kids shoes? Nobody. The gym teacher's not giving the students no sneakers. So that was my thing, to cut that check, to make sure that some schools can't clothe everyone, but a lot of kids, hundreds of kids, got a pair of shoes, name brand shoes that they can wear.
Now, hold on. Now, let me say this. What if people say, well, realistically, it's not our job because we didn't make those kids and we're not their parents. So the parents should do it. Okay.
Well, that makes sense, too, to say. The whole idea of it is you don't have to be my child in order to need help, meaning that most times we set up, we mean well, but then when we give the kid the book bag or we get a kid a notepad, there's no connection. There's nothing tomorrow for the kid to call or come to enjoy, or a lesson or a class or something that they could benefit from, reading classes. We don't know if the kid has a home when we give them the pencil. Right. We don't know if the kid got dinner tonight when we give them the book bag. Enough is enough. Everybody looks like they setting up. And most times it's not from your pocket. It's from some free something that you got, government funded, boxes of food, all of that type of foolishness. That's not my story. That's not my testimony. The whole idea of it is to give you real time, real love, and real nourishment and real lesson. No losses.
Absolutely. It's Thermal Sound Waves, the natural alternative to fast food radio. We hear C.Truth, Kev Lawrence talking to hip hop chef DR. Now, you mentioned Flamboyant Entertainment. Is that the same Flamboyant Entertainment that brought you Big L?
No, Flamboyant Entertainment goes back with Digging in the Crates, which is the DITC. That was Flamboyant Entertainment far as music. Flamboyant Entertainment is my partner. He has a store on 145th of St. Nick, and he has females hair there. So any type of female's hair, he's been doing it over 15 years as well. And that's Flamboyant Entertainment. along with the clothing line and all, along with the community. And me and my brother are the ones that, started the blueprint for Buy Black. The whole idea is you can't be a vendor at Buy Black if you don't go get your business together. So you can imagine how many hugs, cries, and love that the hip hop chef has gotten over the years, because everybody has a t-shirt or a hat, but you don't copyright it, you don't trademark it. So it's not a business or a brand. If your homeboy ain't wearing it or your sister ain't got it on social media, you don't have no customers. That goes for everyone. Everybody's faking the funk to make it look like we're doing well. My blueprint was, I don't care if it's 100 vendors or 50 vendors. Go take care of your business. Bring me the paperwork that now you're a legitimate business, and now you can be a vendor at Buy Black. And that changed people's lives. Some people had it for 8 years. Some people had their stuff for 10 years, but they don't own it. So my blueprint was to tell you guys how to do business, not just join me to sell something and go home.
Education part. Education piece.
There you go. But could you imagine? I did this 6 times, over 50 vendors each time, and all of those people had to go get their paperwork right to come see the hip hop chef.
Right.
That's historical, my brothers. Nobody cares to that point about somebody else, whether you have it or not. The worst thing is we get, we don't buy the good material, or we have some clothing or something. You may pay $100 for it. You go to put it in the cleaner, or you go to wash it. It's no good to you. It was too much of that. So the whole idea is I ain't telling nobody no, but in order to come see me concrete and do this type of community work, you got to have your paperwork right.
Gotcha. It's Thermal Sound Waves, a natural alternative to fast food radio. We're here, C.Truth, Kev Lawrence, talking to Hip Hop Chef DR on the program. You're getting a big education. You're learning a lot right now. I hope you all are taking notes. I mean, you could just listen to this over and over and over again. This is some education for y'all out there. All right. Now, and we're gonna get you out on this. The food portion, the food part of it. When you do your chef work, when you say you feed different corporate businesses, MBAs, such and such and such and such, do you do what?
I'm a healthy chef.
Okay, you already saw where I was going with it. You already saw.
I'm a healthy chef, and I bring the music. So the hip hop chef, I don't care what kitchen it is, how far it is, how much it's worth. I come in with the music, and I come in with that fire.
Right. And what I was gonna say, I think he was already going there. You saw what I was going with it. There are certain things food wise that are not right and exact. So are there certain? I'll give you a blueprint on that. As far as the people who pretty much eat every day, just to know the USDA is not for us; it's against us. It's a coalition that we thought about for years. We mentioned it, on the lower level, just being home, the only information you have. Those are companies, and that's a brand, a business that are actually allowing stuff that is in no country. You got 19 countries that won't eat 90% of the stuff that we eat every day, as far as fast food or the grocery store. Most people, they go to Costco's or BJ's or Restaurant Depot, you think that you're getting real food. The chicken, the meat, the beef, the pork is not real. It's genetically modified. If you get fruits or vegetables anywhere in the world, there's stamps and labels on everything that you buy. The reason why you see the label or the stamp on fruits and vegetables, because 80% of it, no matter who and what you are, is not real fruits and vegetables. So if your fruits and vegetables don't start with the number 9, from here on out, anybody who's tuned in, that sticker that's on your fruit and vegetable is not just there for you to peel off and eat. It's for you to know what you're buying. $500 worth of groceries, 450 of it never came from God. Never came from the earth, never came from an animal. It's all machinery in labs. So anybody who's buying fruits and vegetables, who's tuned into you guys' love, look for that number 9 on it. And if it don't have number 9, second guess it, put it back down. Don't spend your grocery money on things that are not real. I would love to, I'm going to start my training course, my training cooking class, to show you how to look and touch and smell meats, any type of meat. Protein. And you
hold on, time out.
And you see
anybody, let me make sure I say this first. Before anybody ever say, "Oh my God," he said meats. Pause. Listen, we're talking about real life right now. We're talking about life and death right now.
Yeah,
throw that out the trash right now. Don't even think about it. Listen to what he's saying to you. Go ahead, man.
Okay, so yes, now once again, to be clear, everybody who's tuned in, walk in your store, pick up your fruits or your vegetables. Fruit stands. Majority of fruit stands that are not inside of a store that's paying rent. None of those fruits are real. None of it, not one, because as you know, fruit stands don't have labels on them. They don't need to do it because, you just bought a piece of fruit on the way to work. There's no fruit stand that's going to give you a real orange or a real apple or real grapes or a real papaya. They're just not going to give it because they don't buy it. That's not what they're doing. The idea of it is look for that label in the store. There's no grocery store in the world that's not going to have that stamp on it because you have to buy it that way. If it don't start with a number 9, it's up to you to still buy it. It's no big deal. It's okay. And a lot of times the price point. There's nothing in the world that's vegan or vegetarian that goes in a can or lasts over 24 hours. So anybody that eat healthy and you're in the gym and you're trying to work it out and you're telling people eat sandwich wraps every day. A wrap that goes over a sandwich, any tomato wrap, spinach wrap, plain wrap, garlic wrap. That is, you eat one wrap in your sandwich, tuna, fish, whatever you think, just vegetables, and you think you're eating healthy. That has more carbs, sodium in that than a whole loaf of bread. Wow. I want y'all to hear me clearly.
Wow.
One wrap for lunch that you swore I was eating healthy and I brought it was good tuna, fish, chicken salad. The one wrap is equivalent to a whole loaf of bread.
Yeah.
The carb killer.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you look for the number 9, the born number, the completion number, number 9. All right. Now we're gonna let everybody absorb that.
The wrap, see, he said the wrap has more than loaf of bread,
and there's more. I mean, there's a reason why it's called food science, right? There's a reason why it's food science. It's not just just throw some stuff together. There's reasons and there's different combinations and things that are done. But anyway,
they also mentioned smelling like the T-bone steaks they serve out. Smelling that,
and you see all these recalls nowadays, right? You wonder why there's all these recalls going on, right? But Hip Hop DR, let people know where they could find out more about the services that you give and the things that you're doing, website, social media, so forth.
Yeah, well, for right now, the website is coming up. Soon, by 2025, I have the new website. I took down the old website. My social media platform is no spaces, Hip Hop Chef DR, no capitals. That's Facebook, that's Instagram, TikTok, whatever you want to reach out. Inbox me. I have a committee. I have a crew. They'll get back to you. And if it's beneficial for anybody in all the above, the Hip Hop Chef will get back to you after that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, you're able to tune into the chef, and I appreciate each and every one. This is a life lesson. We could do this 50 times, guys, just to teach them about the element of foods, what to eat, what not to eat, how long it's stored. Most people store every grocery that they buy, they put in the refrigerator. 50% of the stuff that you buy does not go in the refrigerator. You're creating bacteria and you're contaminating your food, not knowing. Any food that's fresh, if you buy fresh food and you put it in the freezer trying to save it, it's no longer fresh food. It's frozen food now. So things that we think we're doing the right thing on, you can change it overnight.
Right. And the next time we have you on DR, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up to like a kitchen or to like a spot that you're at.
Oh, yeah, we could do it at the station, man. I come bring that good to you and y'all sit there and, enjoy it. And we could talk about what we eat. I'll bring some of that Simon's elderberry cornbread.
There you go.
That's going in stores next year. I'm putting that on the shelves. And, whatever it is, we make vegan food taste like soul food, man. Thanksgiving style.
There it is.
Can't touch it.
That's what I'm talking about. Hip Hop Chef DR, people, make sure y'all get with this brother, man. He has a whole lot of information in different ways on different platforms, which is the way it should be. I mean, this is life. Life is not just one thing. You got mind, body, soul, all the different elements. You got to take care of all that. It's all vital. But listen, we thank you. We appreciate you for taking time out, man, to join us and to do this on our program. We appreciate you. You already know this, DR.
Already know. That's love and peace be with you all. Alhamdulillah, inshallah.
Yes, indeed. Peace.
Amen.
Yes. All right, DR.
Peace.
Okay. Blessed day.
Yes, peace. It's Thermal Sound Waves, a natural alternative to fast food radio. We hear C.Truth, Kev Lawrence.
Yeah.
Thermal Sound Wave.